It's a fantastic demonstration. Really enjoyed watching the participants in it. The level of skill was fantastic. Fitness levels were great. It was really enjoyable. And something that I think could be really beneficial. I don't really see any negatives to this program at all. It's a really positive program. I think it's a program that can be expanded throughout Australia, and it's the benefits are incredible. I'm yet to see any negative repercussions from a program like this.
I'm most impressed by it. I think it's terrific. It was great to watch. I think it offers an opportunity for Boxing Australia to introduce a lot of young kids. Because of the nature of boxing, we haven't really ever had a sort of participation wing, and this looks to me to be perfect for that. It also provides a tremendous opportunity for kids that might be from disadvantaged areas or disadvantaged segments of the community to come and participate in a sport which requires skill and self-discipline and introduces them to a wider community of sport. And the other thing about a sport like this is that almost everybody can participate in it. You don't have to be big, you don't have to be strong, you don't have to be tall. You can be all sorts of different shapes and sizes can participate in a sport like this. So it's really got very wide application. And this is a program that could very well work in schools. One of the great things about it is that the equipment is not expensive, and it's really very easy. You can develop a lot of skills in the sport, but you don't have to have a lot of skills in it when you start. So virtually anyone can get in the ring and participate quite effectively. And amongst women, that's tremendous.
I thought it was fantastic, and it's a way of having people get fit, plus also compete in a boxing competition without any sort of danger to them. And it encourages this safety because you're not relying upon the power of the punches to score. So and also you're not going to score. In fact, you'll be penalised if you punch the head.
It's a terrific thing. I think, as some of the speakers said today, that there's some potential for negative press associated with boxing as we know it. Sure, there's been a boom, but do we really do people really want it to be like the old days, the bad old days, and to promote some of those old values? This is a completely different kettle of fish, and I think it's important to treat it as very much a different sport.
Exactly, it's a very safe environment too.
Very safe environment. It's something that you could envisage your own doing. And
exactly.
Yeah, so I think it's a terrific thing. It's a very valid scoring system. Seems to be robust, cheap. Which was probably the early criticisms that the sort of technology was going to be too expensive, but cheap, accessible. So I think all those things from a not even from a scientist viewpoint, but from a practicality viewpoint is a strong plus.
Amateur boxing at the moment is introducing this World Series boxing. That's boxing 5 by 3 minute rounds, no headgear. That's a move away from amateur boxing. The boxers are getting paid. It's going to keep them in the amateur ranks, which is great. But it's a move away from amateur boxing. No headgear, 5 by 3 minute rounds, additional points for a knockdown. This is the move in the other direction. It's really, really good. It's really positive. I love it. I'm a boxing coach as well. When I walk into the boxing gym, I see these young kids sparring each other, belting each other, with no technique, mindless. It frustrates me. So I get them to play a game where they've got to touch each other's shoulders or knees. And it's about skill. You show the shoulder, make the miss, and tag. And it's a little bit of skill, a little bit of thinking and strategic thinking and strategy. It's not trying to land a hard blow on the head, which I see all these kids doing in the boxing gym when they're training.
They go for the knockouts.
And it's a waste of time. They're getting hurt. They're not developing skill. They're not thinking about strategy and tactic. This is exactly what I've been giving my kids as an alternative to heavy sparring, and I reckon it's excellent. I can't wait to